Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tony, aka TC. Oh my goodness, aka T Slaps here, and we're here with our week 4 team builder for the NCP. This week we're going up against Coach Pat Mac and the Sacramento Sandslash. Of course, his social media as well as all the NCP coaches are going to be linked down in the description below. I'm sorry, obviously, slowing my words a little bit. It's very late. I am very tired, but we're about to battle. So I'm gonna get this done right now rather than doing it like last week where I did it very late and after the game had already happened. Because the thoughts of why I did what I did in this prep is still kind of fresh in my mind, and it's helped me refresh. Breaking the fourth wall, I just went to an Austin FC game. You know, Austin FC, Verdeerling, Austin FC. And we won, so I'm hoping that translates here. We really do need a win. We are currently down 0-3. We really, if we go 0-4, the chances of us making playoffs are near to none. Pat Mac, I believe, is 2-1 at this point. And yeah, so we just need a really good win this week, and hopefully that momentum will continue to roll if we do set up the win. So our team is, of course, the same like I had mentioned in week 3's team builder. I do really want to make up some free agents, but there's really just not a lot of options around right now. So we're just going to keep rocking with our Weavile, our Nihileo, Silvally, Rotomo, Magmortar, Amandabuzz, Necrozma, Gastrodon, MELMETAL, and Aromatisse. And then our opponent here at the bottom, or you'll see it in a bit at the top right corner of your screen, has Celesteela, Landers T, Milotic, Lucario, Weezing, Galar, Raikou, Gastrodon, Serena, Kangaskhan, Blacephalon, and Malamar. So we're going to go over the team that we decided to bring, but we decided to bring it, but we think he might bring, you know, the same usual stuff. So first off, we got Weavile here with protective pads for Rocky Helmet spam, because I think that a lot of his mons that could come are probably going to end up running Rocky Helmet, especially because, of course, we have MELMETAL on the squad. So, triple axle, knockoff, ice shard, low kick. Low kick is our strongest hitting move for the Lucario and the Kangaskhan, which is weird because I didn't think Lucario was that heavy, but I mean, it does more than break, so we are running low kick Weavile. Its speed creeps, Raikou creep, and really it's just meant to chip down for our Necrozma. Something I need to keep in mind is that I cannot ice shard on that Serena, especially if it already set up the spin, because then it outspeed me and I would not appreciate taking a drop kick or a high jump kick. So that is something to be considerate of. Next we have our Necrozma here, which is meant to be our win con this game. Of course, I've been saying that every single week I've brought it so far. It's been a setup variant. But you know, I definitely think I have the components to break down my opponent's team to allow Necrozma to win. Of course, once I see a 6, I need to start doing calcs when I can to see what I need to get everything down to let Necrozma sweep. And I just need to see what my best option would be to get that set up on. But Photon Geyser, Heat Wave, Meteor Beam, Atomized with that Power Herb set, its speed creeps, Raikou creep after Atomized. So yeah, there's that. Like I said, I just gotta scout and see what he brings, so I know what I need to get his team chipped down to. MELMETAL, same as Weavile, just meant to break the team down for Necrozma late game. Sorry, you can't even see it. Double Iron Bash, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, Ice Beam. Originally had Ice Punch, but Ice Beam does the same amount as Ice Punch to the Landorus, and chances are Landorus is going to be running Rocky Helmet, so Ice Beam just works out. Like I said, just meant to break for Necrozma. Next we got Gastrodon. I'm just going in the order of my notes, so I know that they're swapped around in the actual thing. But Gastrodon with Earth Power, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Recover with leftovers, just mainly physically defensive. It does have enough speed depth to take 4 of Galar Weezing's strange themes. So, I mean, this is also switching to that. It should be fine there. Switching to Raikou, of course, with it losing all its coverage. Switches into Blacephalon, kind of. Gastrodon, switching to Lucario. So, yeah, there's that. Next, we got Amandabuzz here. Also a physically defensive set. Braybird, U-turn, Defog, Roost. Really had to fiddle around with the set for a while. Originally had Knockoff and I thought that'd be nice, but of course Justified is always there. Considered foul play because in case the the Landorus decides to start SDing up, I can foul play it and kind of counteract that. Unfortunately, though, I did have to just kind of go with Brave Bird because I didn't want the Lucario to get a justified boost. That'd be very, very scary for my team. So I had to go with Brave Bird, U-turn, nice pivoting, and of course I think he might bring the Malamar, so the U-turn will be very, very nice for that. And Defog and Roost, you know, just Amandabuzz things. And lastly, we got a Silvally Fire. I thought this was the best Silvally to bring. I think it breaks to his team pretty well. The only thing I considered was maybe bringing like an electric or grass type Silvally, but I thought that this would be the best. It helps switch into Blacephalon a little bit, and it also switches into Celesteela because I don't think it brings Earthquake this week. But Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Parting Shot, pretty well. Creeps a Landorus creep, and then like I said, everything is meant to just break down for my Necrozma late game. So when it comes to his team that you see in the top right corner, we got the Raikou. I don't think it brings Raikou, so I mean maybe it brings like a Subcall mindset. You could bring Bulldoze for my what's that one called? My Nihileo, but I just don't think it brings Raikou. With me having Rotom and with me having Runamo and Gastrodon, I just don't think it brings Raikou. I don't think it ever fits well on this team. He has Blacephalon, which I definitely think he'll bring. I think he'll either bring a Scarf set or a Cobra set. Either one is very, very scary for my team. Of course, he could be just a Flame Charge set, a Calm Mind set. I think he'll probably have Side Shock on it for my Nihileo. And then, you know, just scouting what fire moves he has, whether it be Flamethrower, Mind Blast, or Mind Blown, or Fire Blast. You know, just kind of scouting around. That Blacephalon is going to be very, very scary for my team. So yeah. Next we got a Landorus. I'm not really too sure what set he could run. He could definitely run like a Dual Dance set, or just like a bulky set with rocks. But I definitely think he'll be Rocky Helmet either way for my MELMETAL. So there's that. Next we got Lucario, which I think will be a Life Orb attacker. Probably mixed maybe. This is his main, or this is like his only, I shouldn't say only, sorry, but this is one of his main options for priority on his team, really. Does he have any more? I think he just has one more. No, he has two, okay. He has two. Let me mark those down. But yeah, he has Lucario, of course. It gets Bullet Punch, which could be nice for my Nihileo. It could have Extreme Speed, which is, you know, just the highest priority in the game. It's always nice and very strong. And it could just have Vacuum Wave because I think he'll bring special biased Lucario because of my MELMETAL. But I'm not 100% sure. But like he could be Aura Sphere, CC, he could be Flash Cannon or Meteor Mash. I think he brings Ice Punch, and then like either Nasty Plot or Sword Stance. I think either one of those. I think Lucario will also be a very big problem for my team. Next we got Kangaskhan. Not really too sure what it'll do. It's obviously a support set with like Seismic Toss. It could have Earthquake. It could have Wish Protect. It could have Fake Out. It could have Sucker Punch. That's one of the priority options. Toxic. You know, Flamethrower, Fire Blast for my MELMETAL. You know, I think Kangaskhan just gonna be probably like bulky Wish support. Milotic with this build that I have on my team right now, I have trouble breaking Milotic heavily. I really want him to be Flame Orb so that he doesn't get that leftovers recovery. But there's a chance he'll just be leftovers, and if he is, then I just need to really get that Toxic off with Gastrodon on it. I really consider bringing Rotom, and I think Rotom looks also really good in this matchup, but I just really like the 6 that I have currently. That was like really the only like major other Pokemon I was considering. So it's a little unfortunate that we don't bring it. Hopefully Milotic, I think it'll be too pressured having to take on all the different offenses that I have on my team, and so I will be able to chip it down enough to where I won't be able to do, you know, just everything that it needs to be able to do against my offense. So that's what I'm hopefully banking for. Next we got Malamar, which I definitely think he could bring for my Necrozma. I think it's a decent Necrozma answer. I think he could either bring an Infiltrator set in case I bring Sub, or he could just bring a Contrary set with Superpower and like Knockoff. And I also think he could bring like Switcheroo, Destiny Bond, Taunt, Baton Pass, and Topsy-Turvy. I think Topsy-Turvy would be crazy to see him bring. But we'll see. Either an AV or leftover set with that. Serena, you know, just Serena things with spin, Rocky Helmet probably. Nothing crazy on that. Celesteela, I think it'll be a bulky set with like Leech Seed, Protect, Flamethrower, Heavy Slam. I don't think he brings Earthquake, but there's that chance, I guess. And I think it'll be Rocky Helmet. And then Galar Wheezing, needs to go what ability it is. I think all its abilities are pretty viable against me. And you know, that could be very, very scary for my team, I think. And then Druddigon as well, which would be annoying with Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet. It sucks that it was really a toss-up on my Melmetal between bringing Protective Pads or bringing Assault Vest this week. But I just feel like he has a lot of like Pokemon where they outspeed me, but their fire moves aren't going to be doing a ton of me because they're like these like off fire moves with Pokemon that aren't like very offensive when it comes to like Wheezing Galar with like Flamethrower, or when it comes to Celesteela with Flamethrower, or Kangaskhan with Flamethrower or Fire Blast. I think that my Soul Vest is going to be very, very helpful in that case. So going into this game, I need to see what 60 decides to bring and decide what I can set up Necrozma on and what I need to get his team chip down to successfully sweep. I need to make sure I apply a lot of pressure to that Milotic. I need to be smart about where I let my Melmetal get chipped because of all the Rocky Helmet and all that. And I need to keep in mind that I cannot Ice Shard that Serena, especially if it spins, because it will outspeed me and I'll be taking a high jump kick or drop kick or whatever to the face. And then Ice Shard won't work because of Queenly Majesty. So that's something I need to keep in mind as well. Anyways, with all that being said, that's pretty much your team builder. Of course, if you guys did enjoy, make sure that like button and of course subscribe. Make sure to go check out our opponent. Of course, down in the description below, all the NCP coaches are down there. And of course, my NCP playlist is down there as well if you want to check out weeks 1 through 3. Or if you just want to be ready for week 4 and all the other weeks coming. I want to thank you guys so much for watching once again. This has been Tony, aka T-Slaps, and I'm out.